Hi, and hope you are doing well. I'm back after some time and we are continuing with top interview questions from the LeetCode site. These are the questions frequently asked on top tier companies. We went through all the array and string easy ones. Now I'm switching to 2 pointers. It has 2 easies. So let's solve them both, maybe in 2 videos, one after another. But in general, what's the concept of 2 pointers? You know about the pointers, at least heard about the pointers. But here we are not talking about the pointers in the sense of C programming pointers or other language with pointers. Those pointers point to somewhere in the memory. Here, they point somewhere. In many cases, it's a string, a list of numbers. You have one pointer here and one pointer here. You go through this one, you decrease this one, you increase this one, compare this with this. Whenever you are solving some problem with 2 different pointers pointing to some values and comparing them, moving them, or whatever. It's a very, very common way of solving problems. For example, you have something, I don't know about the question, you have one pointer here, one pointer here. You move this pointer, you move this pointer. At some stage, you say, okay, now this pointer is moved here. This is the result. Now I will move this one. Now this is the result. Or any other combination. This is the concept of the 2 pointers. But let's start with one of them, palindrome. We all know about palindromes. There are things that if you read from this side or from this side, they are the same. It says a phrase is a palindrome if after converting all uppercase letters into lowercase letters, so we are comparing only lowercase letters. In Python, we have the .lower method, which we can call on strings or letters. And removing all non-alphanumeric characters, it reads the same forward and backwards. Okay, so this is a good sample. A man, a plan, a canal, Panama. It says a man, a plan, a canal. Interesting. But if we had only and only letters, it would be a very, very pure 2-pointer question. You had to check this with this, then check this with this, then check this with this, check this with this. If this is the last one, it's a palindrome. Very easy. So you only needed 2 pointers. If you are writing this in Python, which we are going to do because it's more straightforward and I haven't recorded anything and I'm getting rusty. No, I was working and traveling. This would be a very, very classic example. In Python, you can do some tricks, Pythonic tricks. You can just convert all the letters to something, remove all other letters, write a for like this, and blah, blah. But here, we are writing it in a very, very, very straightforward 2-pointer solution. So you have the string. I will define vine pointer here. I will call it start index, and I will have one here, end index. I will compare these two. If any of these two are not equal, I mean any of these two comparisons are not comparisons, are not equal, I will return false. If I've compared everything without returning false, I will return true. This is my logic. But we may have a comma here. We may have a space here. So in the beginning, this is my end index. This is my start index. A equals A. So I will go to the next one. I'm comparing this with this. No, this is not good because this is space. So I have to move to the other one. So I need something to move this till I see one alphanumeric. In Python, luckily, we have is all num. Is alphanumeric. It checks if the letter is alphanumeric or not. So my idea is starting with SI here, starting with end index here, move SI till I reach one alphanumeric, move this till I reach one alphanumeric, compare them with each other, and continue. Let's do it. So I will have start index, end index equals 0 and len of s. Okay, I will say move while si is smaller than ei, because if they meet each other, it is done. Okay, very easy. I will start with this one. We will need some fixes for special cases, but let's write the main logic first. So if si start index passes ei, I'm done. And I can say I will return true. But here, if this is the pure of the program, if si is not equal with ei, return false. And then add 1 to the si and subtract 1 from ei. This is the purest form, but this only works when we don't have any spaces, we don't have any special cases and other things. We may have them. So let's run this for fun. Error. String index out of range, for sure. We have different cases and we will have different errors. And si why this is happening? S is this. Okay, this should be -1. Because normally in Python, len, if you have Jody, your len is 4. And if s is Jody, your len is 4. But you don't have s4. You have s3 for here. Because 0, 1, 2, 3. Silly. Run. This will fail because of special cases. On a very simple one, it may work. For example, on this one, it is working. Strangely. Okay, because I'm outputting false always. But we need something to say when my si is pointing to this, and this is not alphanumeric, I have to go for the next one. Same with ei. If my ei points to this and this is not alphanumeric, go for the next one. So I need 2 whiles here. I will say while si while not si ssi is alnum, if I'm not mistaken. Si add 1 to it. Same while not s ei is alphanumeric, decrease 1 from it. This is problematic again because we may reach end of the string and still it's not alphanumeric. We are adding 1 and we will get an error here. So we also need this and si smaller than ei. And ei is larger than si. Good enough. We could check with the end of the string, but as soon as we pass the ei, we are done. Okay, we also need this lower. I did a mistake. I shouldn't have started with the most simple one because we need to check the lower cases with each other. Whatever it is, we should check the lower case. This one worked. I know it's not the best solve. I'm rusty. But we are fast. And this was a clean solution. Let's review it once. We have a S. SI starts here. EI starts here. End. Generally, we need to compare this with this, then this with this, then this with this, and till here. If any of them are not equal, return false. But the point is, sometimes we have other characters. So if EI pointing to something like this, we will go here till we are some alphanumeric. Easy. I know it was very little bit confusing. Write it yourself in another method. See how it works. The other one is easier. I saw the name and now I know what it is. Be with me. See the next one. Then return back to this one. If this was confusing.